Well, hello. I want to introduce you to the the Esterbrook J pen. This is another pen that was loaned to me by Chris Rapp 52, who has a channel on YouTube and discusses a lot of vintage pens. Now this is I'm thinking a 1950s pen with it's made of really nice celluloid, kind of a brown celluloid. It's vaguely wood looking. You know, the one fault with it, this is why he gave it to me, I think, you know, the clip just goes round and round and round. And actually, if we're going to be honest about faults, lever filler, but I think that the lever's there, but it's supposed to press against the bar, which then the bar is what pushes on the sack that's inside. Well, it doesn't do that. I have to fill this pen with an eyedropper, but it's okay. And let me show you why. In this plastic bag here, this pen is designed to have easily replaced nibs. They just screw in. So awesome. After the initial fill, I said, wow, that lasted about a page, and I figured out what was going on. Until I can actually take this pen apart and figure it out and fix it, I'll just unscrew the nib and eyedropper fill it, which is exactly what I did. Now the problem is, I didn't figure this out right away. So yes, I'm using Doodler's Dragon's Napalm. When you look at this, you're going to say, oh, that really doesn't look like Dragon's Napalm. Well, here's why. First two times I used this pen, because I always use the pens for a while before I review them, I used Califolio Havana ink, and it's a very brown ink, and since I didn't know what was going on, I don't think this guy got washed out properly. But on the whole, you know, don't expect a flex nib, but what a nice pen. This is a nice, comfortable pen to hold, very attractive. Doesn't look the best posted, but it does post quite well. Feels nice in the hand. You know, it is a nice pen, and the fact that I can so easily change the nib, awesome. So I do like this pen. I would like at some point maybe to fix the clip so it doesn't spin around, kind of like an 80s song. Those of you from the 80s know that's a song about you spin me right down, right round like a record baby, that song. That's what I'm referencing. Those of you not from the 80s are going, what? So anyway, very attractive celluloid here. It's just, that's the kind of finish I'd expect on a very expensive pen now. Speaking of which, I may be getting a surprise soon. My experiment with vegetarian meals this summer saved me several $100s of my food bill through the summer, including having a week with guests here. And it turned into a pen. So we'll talk about that when the time comes. But let's look at this. So with this nib that's in it, I can't tell what it is, but it's a steel nib, quite clearly. It is not a flex nib at all. I don't even see much line variation. It is reasonably smooth. You probably heard it scratch there because I was trying to make it line variate. That's not a verb. I was trying to cause line variation, but I didn't want to push too hard, so yeah. So smear test, which again may be a function of the ink. You know, it's not the wettest pen I own, but it's okay. Wetness and flow. No trouble keeping up with this guy. So that's awesome. Reverse writing. I would call that an extra fine. But no trouble, and it feels just the same as when I write on the other side. So, awesome. I'm happy. Now as far as size, where did I put the bugger? Here we go. As far as size, capped, the pen is about ½ inch shorter than a Noodler's Conrad. Uncapped, the pen is about ½ inch shorter than Noodler's Conrad. Posted, hot dog, it's about the same length as a Noodler's Conrad, maybe an 1/8 of an inch shorter. I don't like it posted. There are very few pens that I actually use posted. This is not one of them. Now, is this pen one that I use all the time? No. I have other pens that I like better, but this is an attractive pen. I guess I'm a little nervous about taking it into the real world and damaging it because, you know, they don't make these anymore. But quite happy with it. You know, nice little black finial on both ends, although this one is a little damaged. With the silver trim ring, that's pretty awesome. And again, let's just admire that beautiful celluloid. At least I'm told it's celluloid. If it's acrylic, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I smell a vaguely camphor type smell because a lot of celluloids have a camphor smell. I'm sort of thinking yes, I'm sort of thinking no, and I'm sort of thinking, pen this old, you may not smell it anyway, and it might be all in your head. So, yeah, I don't 100% know if it's celluloid, but it sure doesn't feel like acrylic. You get a little bit of branding here. It says Esterbrook, R for trademark, made in USA. That's it for branding. On the cap, it does say Esterbrook. The nib, good luck reading it with this camera. Might have to rely on the close-ups. It does say Esterbrook. I can't read it. Sorry, I need something better. I think my eyes may be the eyes of a 40-year-old man. I don't know. I don't think I have a problem seeing, but then something like that happens, like, ooh. So let's do a quote. So I suppose the obvious question is, would I buy this pen again? And that's an awkward one for me to answer because this pen was given to me to use. It's not one I bought myself, so I don't even know what it costs. But I do like it. This pen doesn't excite me particularly. It is kind of cool. It does come with two other nibs, but it doesn't thrill me in any way. I don't hate it. It's just kind of a meh. It's a pen. I like the material a lot. The writing experience is just a meh, like other pens I own. So not an objectionable pen, not an exciting pen. So I am going to leave you there. Pathetic, refuse to take a side, middle of the road. If I'm looking for criticisms of the actual pen, the filling would be nice, but like I said, that's a function of being an old pen. I would like a grip section that's just a little bit longer. It would be nice, although it has this in common with most sack fillers, it would be nice if it was easier to get inside and replace the damaged parts. But a lot of the sack fillers were just a little more difficult to do that with. I love the material. Maybe there was another material like it that was better, but that is an attractive material. I mean, check out the chatoyance. Even with this cheap little document camera, you can see it. That's beautiful. So, while that may not be my favorite color, I'm not going to complain with that puppy. So steel nib, pretty awesome. So, yeah, I'm happy to have this in my pen. This is not going in my group that I give away. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.